Thanks, Jeff, for introducing me. So, as you said, I am Christophe Mertz, CISO here at Intuiface. This means that I am in charge of information security. I previously had some background here, especially as the former head of the support team. I will present you today how to use Intuiface cloud infrastructure and information security at your advantage when replying to your clients. How much thought have you given to the Intuiface back office and infrastructure? Probably not a lot, but armed with this knowledge, you can deliver a far more compelling sales pitch. So, what is the goal of my presentation? My goal today is to help you using information security as a competitive weapon. First, you can differentiate your company from the competition. So I propose you to introduce you to information security challenges at a high level, help you to educate your clients about how the Intuiface infrastructures tackle these challenges, and enable you to answer the many security requirements appearing in your prospect request for proposal. Second, you can highlight your competitors' shortcomings so that push your clients to put cloud and security issues on top of their RFP requirement lists and give you advantage against your competitors while using other digital signage platforms with weaker and less secure architecture. What is the current state of the digital signage market today? Large enterprise customers are issuing RFPs with dozens of security-related questions, requiring you to prove their information will be processed by your infrastructure with confidentiality, information is available only to authorized users, integrity, information is accurate and complete and remains accurate and complete, and availability, meaning that authorized users have access to information when they need it. In simple terms, your server must be available. Digital signage integrators are unable to answer this question because they lack of security-related skills, and vast majority of digital signage platforms cannot demonstrate even a modest level of security maturity. Currently, only 3 digital signage platforms have any level of certification. With ISO 27001, which is a global standard, you will find Intuiface. And with SOC 2, a US standard, you will find Broadsign and Unplug. And that's it. On the other side, in all other IT-related fields, security skills and related certification are a must-have. Just browse the website of any large IT integrator or platforms. Just as an example, Salesforce, Adobe, AWS, Azure, etc. And you will find out that security is a must-have. So, without security assurances, customers may just walk away. The current trend is that modern digital signage projects are becoming more and more deeply integrated with your client's infrastructure and data. This means that your clients will be more and more sensitive to information security as their data are more and more involved. So, possessing information security competency is no longer an option. So, first, have a look at Intuiface global architecture. As you know, the composer on the left side of this diagram is used to create an experience. You aggregate your content with some behaviors, trigger actions, animations, and so on. And you also may use REST API thanks to Intuiface API Explorer. You test the experience locally within the composer, and after a while, when you are satisfied, you publish it on your storage. By default, Intuiface provides a simple-to-use and secure storage called Intuiface Cloud Storage. Then, from a player, displayed on the right side of this diagram, you or your customer can download the experience and play it. From the player, you can collect data points. These data points are automatically sent to the analytics server, and this data can be either visualized through powerful charts that you can share with your customers. You can also forward this data to your own data warehouse, such as Google Analytics or Mixpanel. From myintuiface.com, you have access to the Share and Deploy console. This console will allow you to manage your experiences and players, deploy new or updated experiences to all your or part of your players. And also, you can schedule such deployment at a specific date and time. You can even remotely update your players to a newer version. Since last year, you also have access to an audit trail to check every event which occurred on your account and on your players. This auditability is a major security feature in terms of security. So let's go a bit deeper in Intuiface Cloud architecture. In this diagram, let me enlarge it. You see on the bottom the local network on which you have player and composer. Of course, player and composer may be located on separate local network, especially when deploying players on client premises or local network. But this does not change much. Above this local network, we figure out all Intuiface servers. They are deployed in the cloud provided by Amazon Web Services, also called AWS, on different locations. Our major infrastructure is called Intuiface Business Management Infrastructure and is used to manage the Share and Deploy console, license and purchase management, experiences and player management, and your account, and so on. It is hosted on AWS in Ireland. All the other services are located in the US. The analytics, both the database with your data points and the servers, the API Explorer, the web triggers, and soon to come, our headless CMS. Intuiface Cloud Storage, the default storage used when you publish an experience from the composer, is located on the closest location for you. As an example, US customer storage is located in the US in North Virginia, while European customer storage are located in different countries in Europe. You may also use your own specific storage with two choices. Either an FTP server, which can be located in your local area network or in your client local area network for security reasons. And the second possibility is to use your own AWS storage here. It's called S3 buckets in AWS terminology. You can even add more security rules to this bucket if required by your customer. A very important point is that your experience data are never sent to Intuiface servers outside the storage itself. Experiences are transferred directly from the composer, and later, when you download it from the player, directly to the players. It never goes through the Intuiface business management infrastructure. Only metadata are stored there, such as name, size, and location of the storage. Move on now to the ISO certification and what it means for you. So, Intuiface is ISO 27001 certified. ISO 27001 is a standard framework for information security and cybersecurity implementation. For Intuiface, the certification scope includes the development, deployment, and management of Intuiface products, such as the player and composer, and services, myIntuiface, Intuiface Cloud Storage, Analytics, and soon to come, headless CMS. And also customer support. Based on a risk assessment process, each risk is assessed and evaluated by its probability of occurrence and its severity level. Then a risk treatment plan is designed to address this risk and lower them if necessary. More than 114 controls are implemented. Also, an important point of the ISO 27000 certification is that it enforces us to continuously improve our security management. And this is formally audited once a year. This means that most client security requirements are de facto addressed by being ISO 27001 certified. ISO 27001 and SOC 2 Type 2 are fairly equivalent. ISO is globally recognized, while SOC 2 is limited to North America. SOC 2 is self-policed, while ISO 27001 requires third-party auditor. So, now talk a little bit about GDPR. As you may know, GDPR is an European regulation for protecting European citizen personal data and privacy. However, in Intuiface, we apply this policy to all Intuiface users and customers, including those outside the European Union. Several other countries and US states, such as California, are now adopting GDPR-like regulation. So, you are more or less covered by this GDPR also. Only a minimal amount of personal data, name, email address, and IP address, are stored by the Intuiface, and only for a limited period of time. GDPR also requires data protection by design. Both data protection and information security are now part of Intuiface development processes when enhancing an existing feature or designing a new feature. Have a look now about Intuiface status page. To help you monitoring Intuiface services, we propose a monitoring page at status.intuiface.com. This allows you to have a good picture of the current situation of our services and potential incidents, typically when a service is not available. This page also gives you some figures about Intuiface server availability. In this example depicted here, the snapshot was taken 7 days ago. The management console here had an availability time of 99.99% over the last 3 months. This means that the unavailability was less than 5 minutes per month. Pretty good, no? You can subscribe to notification of both incidents and maintenance operation, either by email or by text messages on your phone. And you can also access to the history of all our past incidents with detailed trial of the incident management. In this case, the incident occurs the 4th of September 2020. It was the last major outage of myintuiface.com, and you can see the different steps of the resolution. Do you have such access to monitoring on other digital signage platforms? Not sure. You will find in this last slide a list of resources to help you winning security demanding projects. In the trust page, www.intuiface.com/trust, you will find a blog entry about our ISO 27001 certification, a link to a technical document called Intuiface Cloud Infrastructure with a full description of this infrastructure, link to status.intuiface.com, information about Intuiface business continuity measures, and information about our secure payment that we made with Stripe. In the legal page, www.intuiface.com/legal, you will find links to privacy policy statements, to our GDPR commitments, and to our terms and conditions. And finally, in www.intuiface.com/webinars, you will find a recording of our recent webinar about security given by Jeff. And of course, if you need some help when replying to RFP with security-related questions, be sure to contact our sales at the email address sales@intuiface.com. Thank you. Thank you very much. And now I will move to your questions. Thanks.